Hi everybody, I just have a few more announcements that I didn't have ready when I first started recording all the lectures. So I'm just going to spend a minute going over these with you. We will have a discussion board, as you can see, on eClass. In fact, I think I'll just go there and show it to you. For this week, I know that this is going to look like a horrendous amount of chapters to cover, and it kind of is, except for that when you see how much I've condensed them, it's kind of nice to just get them done in 1 week. In fact, your first 2 weeks are going to be like this, and that way it allows for all the remaining weeks to just focus on one system and as we move forward. So there's just some things that I felt like with these chapters, especially like 1, 2, 3, and 5, which we're covering this week. I went from 155 slides down to about 50. So I've cut out a lot. So they're shorter, and so it's not as much information as it looks like right now. But anyway, be sure to check out each of these links. This is the each chapter individually that I'm talking on, and you can get the PowerPoints. The PowerPoints are here. I put them all on one so that you can have that. I'm a very, very visual learner, and so I like to see my notes. Where'd they go? Oh, here they are. I like to see my notes in outline form and with pictures and everything. So I have put them on here for you. You can print these out. There's things missing, which are kind of clues as to what you need to be learning for the test. So anyway, this is chapters 1, 2, 3, and 5 on that. So that's there for you to print. This is a video on percussion techniques, which I talk about in the next video thing. I can't, when I'm recording lectures for you like this, I can't go to YouTube and play them for you and kind of sit and listen to them with you, because YouTube can tell when you do that kind of thing, and then they ban you from making a link out of it. So I just have to put the links here for you, but this is an excellent link that you need to watch because it shows you how to do percussion. Anyway, all right. This equipment agreement form is something that I sent to y'all like 2 weeks ahead of time. So hopefully everybody has already dealt with this, but if you have not, here it is. The equipment agreement form is for you to be able to use the assessment kit that Southern has. If you wanted to buy your own, it's going to cost you about $600. So I'm sure you all have better ways to be spending your money. So you can borrow it, even if you're from California or wherever you're taking this class from. They will send it to you. The big thing is that you have to send it back at the end of the semester. And if you don't, then you get charged about $575. So fill out the equipment agreement form, and when you get that kit, guard it with your life, and then you can send it back at the end of the semester. The tests in this class are a closed book, closed notes, and so from wherever you are from, you're going to be needing to get a proctor. I've already looked and noticed that many of you are from here in Collegedale, and that's wonderful. If you want to take your test over at the LRC, you can. You just need to call ahead of time and schedule yourself, because there's so many classes that take their test in there that we can't just show up whenever we want to. So Victoria Eaton or Linda Leckler are over there, and they can help you get scheduled so that you have enough time to take your test. I would plan on an hour and a half or two. I doubt it will take that long. It better not, but don't go show up there 30 minutes before closing and then get anxious because you can't finish the test. My tests don't ever take that long, but I don't want you going over there half an hour before closing and then they have to take your test away from you. So plan accordingly. Everybody else that's taking it from afar, make sure you get this proctor agreement form in. Our test, we have 2 weeks of lectures and then we have a test. So I wanted to get this information covered, all of these little chapters all combined like this. I wanted to get it covered before we hit the big system. So we'll have a test after these. There is a discussion board on here for this week. This one is you're responding to what are some cultural things you've encountered as an RN. There's some instruction in there. When you get it, you need to respond to 2 of your peers. and then personal introductions. So you will get points for both of these once you get them done. Let's see. Also on our link, okay, I put down here, you'll see it like this every week. It's something I'm designing, so I can't show you the rest of the class because I'm not there yet. But you'll always see everything that you need to view, read, or what have you under focus. And then our forum will have the discussion board, and then formulate is where you turn everything in. So we do have a case study. I found this one online and liked it a lot. So we're going to do this one online. When you get done with it, you take a quiz and you can print a certificate that says you've passed. Turn in the certificate. Okay, so you can do the case study on this link that takes you to the website, and then turn it in under this one. And that will be sufficient for me. Then we also, because we're covering chapter 2, which is the complete health history, use your workbook that you bought and fill out chapter 2, which should be on the complete health history. Scan that thing in and then submit it on here. The rest of this is an equipment agreement form. If you have not emailed it to me already, submit it here. If you emailed it to me, you don't need to send it in again. I'll give you, we're getting a whole quiz point for it, okay? But I will give you your point. You don't need to double submit, okay? Same thing. I'm going to leave this up here because I'm type A. This is the proctor agreement form. I'll give you a point for that as well once that is turned in. There is a little syllabus quiz on here as well. So I know this looks overwhelming. I'm hoping that you trust me in my judgment to put all of these together. This was actually 2 weeks worth of information that I don't want to say the word crushed into one, but I did, I whittled it down by over 100 slides. I got to the important parts that I feel like that you need to know as RNs, practicing RNs. So anyway, yes, it looks tremendous. And the first 2 weeks will be busy, but I promise you in the end that you'll understand why I did this. And it also allowed for us to have weeks where when we have test weeks, that's all we do. Because as it was, they were scheduled, I just went by what they did before, but they had a test schedule and then another system to learn about in the same week. And it's like, my goodness, you can't ever come up for air. So condensing it like this will give all of us a chance to breathe. And I think we'll learn it more effectively too if you get a little bit of a break when there's a test week. So that's where we are, and if you have any questions, put it on eClass, okay?